Do y'all go on dates a lot?
So kind of. I do. Yes. Here and there.
Do you like typically go on dates nowadays or what?
No.
Not really?
No.
Literally.
Honestly, kinda. A little. It depends on the dude.
Sup, baby?
Do y'all go?
It depends on the dude. Right. So Chad, he doesn't have to go on dates at all. He just goes straight to your house. But Beta Billy, well, he's got to go on like 45 dates.
On dates often?
I went on 3 dates this week.
Damn!
That's not something to brag about. That means you're spinning multiple different men, which means you're a lady of the night, which means guys shouldn't date you.
3?
Would have gone on 5, but I had to go see her and then I had to come here.
And he's
And she's not choosing any of them, right? Instead, on the Friday night, she chooses to go to the club, you see? Oh, look at how the girl's looking at the interview. I think someone's interested.
you have like 5 guys you're talking to right now?
Oh, you remember all that?
I do.
All right, well, what's like 5 plus or minus 3? Remember I made that little joke?
You got 5 men.
Plus or minus like 3. Now it's just kind of...
Literally, plus or minus 3. So the idea is what? The idea is that the girl has multiple guys that she's seeing all at once, and she has multiple chads, and none of them are committing. She's just being passed around.
Kind of 1.
Oh, we got down to 1.
Narrowed it down, yeah.
Hallelujah. Thank
Narrowed it down. You see, guys? So this is what's happening. So at the beginning of the relationship, you know, you think you have a girlfriend or whatever. You think you have a girl that's like really into you, but secretly she's banging like 5 guys at the same time.
God.
You kind of look like Lana Rhodes. Have you ever got that?
What was the question?
Nothing.
Psych a lot.
What is considered a date in 2022?
When a guy takes you out and pays for you.
If I went on a dinner date,
It's like they don't even know. This is 2022, guys. These girls don't even know what a date is. It's hilarious.
if they buy it for me, that's a date.
A date? You pick me up, we go to dinner, you open my door, you pay for it.
Literally, the girl like has an expression like that's never happened to me before. Again, girls don't go on dates until they're 28 plus and have had their fun.
If a man says, let's go out to dinner, let's go out to lunch, come over and watch movies, I think that's a date.
What is
Come over and watch movies? That's not a date. That's called sleeping with Chad. That's called Netflix and chill.
considered a date?
Dinner?
Anywhere?
Somewhere that's not Chili's.
What's wrong?
Just telling on herself. Somewhere that's not Chili's. That's exactly where Chad took her before he took her home. That's hilarious. Oh my
With
god.
Chili's.
I love Chili's. That's like a 5th date.
Wrong.
Drinks, dinner, not the gym. That's not a date.
Not the gym. So again, what did Chad do on Tinder, right? He's like, oh, just come to the gym with me. He lifted some weights so he didn't waste time, and then she went over to his place after. You see? Great idea, Chad. Very efficient.
Has somebody offered a gym date?
Yes.
Let's do push-ups together.
Anything that's outside of the house, dinner, bowling.
Bowling?
I love bowling.
People still bowl?
Yeah, it's wholesome.
I think
It's wholesome. Anything to protect our reputations in 2022, despite what we're actually doing. 5 guys plus or minus 3, as they say.
Gotta last at least 2 hours. Dinner and an activity. Take her out to dinner, go mini golfing, go fucking bowling, some shit like that.
What is considered a date?
So that's literally like, again, you see, Beta Billy tells on himself, right? So he says, this is what I do. I take girls on dinners, I take girls on whatever. But what's actually happening? What's actually happening is these girls are choosing Chad. Chad doesn't do that. So some girls don't even know what dates are in 2022. You see?
Date to y'all.
Like dinner.
Like movies or like dinner? I love
Again, it's like these girls have a hive mind. They're just like, what does the hive mind say as the answer to this question? Oh, we say dinner and a movie? Okay, that's what I'm gonna say. It's like, do you see how consensus seeking women tend to be? That's how it goes, guys. Hello and welcome to the heliosblog. My name is Helios, here for another reaction video. If you're new to the channel, liking the content, please hit the sub, hit all for notifications. If you'd like to support me, I do have a Patreon with exclusive content. It's patreon.com/theheliosblog. Just go there and subscribe to any tier. Any level of support is appreciated. Let's continue.
I love going out to like raves. I love having
Ah.
an adventure. Someone buys me a
If she says she likes going to raves, you're going to have a bad time, guys. Like, the rave girls, they do illicit substances. You want to date that?
Drink and then they end up taking me home.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
My interview.
You can get her out.
We get drunk, we have sex later.
Literally. That's 2022 dating in a nutshell, guys. Like, so many girls, they don't tell the truth, but there's the truth right there, right? So if your girl says, can I go to the club? Can I go out by myself? Can I go out for drinks with my friends? That's what's going to happen, guys. So you've been warned. Let it happen at your own peril.
A meetup with romantic intentions.
That's a good answer. What about you?
Go out to dinner, go grab some drinks, something simple.
What is considered a date?
He asked you to go somewhere.
Outside of his house, unless
Outside of his house, unless he's making you dinner. Actually, that's my a second date suggestion, is to make the girl dinner, right? Because it's very easy to get laid doing that. So first date is, you know, to figure out if she's crazy or not. If she's not, if she's crazy, then you can avoid her, and if she's not crazy, then you can invite her to your place, cook a dinner, and bam, it's easy getting laid on the second date, and you give her an excuse to come to your place as well. So looks like lots of chads have picked up this strategy as well.
he's making you dinner.
I see.
I would say just like
Get the hell out of here!
a man taking the time to like plan something, whatever it is.
Bro, some ramen noodles and shit at my plate. That's it, man.
Sensational.
Oh, look. You see, Chad, it's just ramen noodles at his place. You see what I'm saying, guys? Like, for Beta Billy, you got to take it to a $200 dinner. But for Chad, it can just be ramen noodles at his place. You see, guys?
Which ramen noodle bag?
Ramen noodles and chill, bro. It's all good.
Oh no, the beef. Hell no. Oh, chicken flavor. I go back and forth.
Could be dinner, could be a movie, could be anything.
When some guy like takes you out and like pays for your dinner and like doesn't expect anything more.
So what she's saying is she goes on dates with her friend zone guys. Is that the implication there? Ridiculous. Also, perfect freeze frame here.
But he's got to initiate it and have a plan of like, we're doing this, and that.
Do I really look like a guy with a plan?
I would say no sex on the first date. That's just my policy.
Why?
I don't know. I'm just like old school. I have a 5-date rule.
5-date rule? Women's make rules for betas and break them for alphas. So you better believe that if she has this 5-date rule, if she's not breaking it for you, she's not interested, really. She just wants your time, attention, validation. Literally, here's how girls come up with these rules for bedroom fun. They sleep with Chad on the first date, they regret it, and they're like, how do I prevent this problem in the future? And then they're like, oh, let's make it more dates. So then they go 2 dates, and then Chad just ghosts them after 2 dates. So they go 3 dates, then Chad ghosts them after 3 dates. And after the 4th, after making it 4 dates, and Chad ghosts them after the 4th date, they're like, you know what, 5-date rule. And at that point, Chad won't even be interested, because, you know, it's too long.
Oh, 5 dates?
Yeah.
That's not gonna fucking happen.
You gotta bring her home. Gotta bring her home. Simple. You gotta take them out to dinner, and then you bring them back home. Oh, you gotta bring them back home.
It depends.
This is... Oh my god. Yeah, by the way, guys, we're not out here going on dinner dates and then trying to bring her home. That's not going to work in 2022. She's literally going to take the free dinner and then go and sleep with Chad.
That's what age we living in. I mean, nowadays, you take a girl back home, they mad as hell.
You gotta take them out to dinner, and then you say, let's have a nightcap. Let's have a nightcap. You live a life on easy mode. That works for you? Oh, easy.
I told you! Take a peek from the toes down.
Take a peep from the toes down up. Yes, that works. Yeah. The nightcap thing. Again, guys, like, I could never recommend a strategy that's so unlikely to work. So I'm not going to suggest that you use that. Okay. All right. Let's go to the article by Rollo Tomasi. So again, this is the Rational Mail. Just if you're interested in hearing more, just go to the Rational Mail. That's what I'm reading from here. So just be yourself. We are who we say we are. Is the woman who applies makeup every day being herself? How about the woman with implants? Is she being herself? What about the woman wearing high heels because it boosts her height 4 inches? Is the girl you see in nothing but party pictures on Facebook being herself? Let's turn it the other way. What of the woman wearing a business suit that emphasizes her shoulders with pads in the jacket? Is she being herself? If she colors her hair, does this make her less genuine? If being ourselves is an idealized state, then I should reasonably be able to expect a like-minded fitness model to be attracted to me, even if my greatest passion is to sit on my couch, eat a large pizza, and wash it down with a six-pack of beer while watching Monday Night Football. After all, I am just being myself. It's who I am. Believe and you shall become. The hardest distinction the uninitiated have with the just be yourself dynamic is that personality is malleable. Personality is always in flux. The person you are today isn't who you were 2 years ago, nor the person you'll be 2 years from now. There are traits and characteristics we may carry with us for a lifetime, but even these are subject to change depending on circumstance. You define what being yourself is at any given moment, and it's relative to your personal conditions and environment. So, where do you draw the line? When does a genuine change of character become legitimate rather than being shallow or superficial? Those are just catch terms that women, and too many idiots, have used with success over the centuries, and men have internalized as being states of perception that women think are undesirable, yet they never accurately define. Rather, they stay intentionally ambiguous relative to an individual woman's interpretation, while their behaviors indicate their own motivations. You are who you believe you are and who she perceives you to be. One of the hardest things for anyone, male or female, to hear is that they need to change their lifestyle because it implies that their just being themselves is in some way at fault for their present condition. It's analogous to telling someone they're not living their lives correctly or that they're raising their children wrong. If I have a friend that's shooting, illicit substances, and I actively encourage him to stop and make an effort to help him clean up, society calls me a hero or savior. When I encourage my friend to quit smoking before they get cancer, I'm concerned and I'm a good friend. But when I tell a friend that he needs to change his approach to women, and this is the reason for his unhappiness, and he needs to change his outlook and approach with women, then I'm shallow and insensitive. Worse still is even attempting to offer constructive criticism in as positive as a light as possible, that a person can improve themselves by changing their outlook and modifying their behavior. Personality is not only malleable, but it can change dramatically under specific conditions. Veterans after war, let's say. Just be yourself is an operative social convention that aids hypergamy. Women are only too happy to endorse and reinforce just be yourself for the conscious reasoning that it sounds like the right thing to say. It's an unassailable position. Who wouldn't want you to just be you? If what counts is all that's on the inside, then anyone telling to change must be manipulating you for their own selfish reasons. This dovetails nicely into the popularized self-acceptance mantra, big acceptance mantra, most women will fall back on when the impact of the wall begins to manifest itself in their physiques, and they want to be loved for who they are rather than what they used to look like. However, on a subconscious level, the latent purpose of fostering the just be yourself social convention in men is yet another filtering mechanism. Actually, it's more of a filtering failsafe in that socially mandating a genuineness in the general population of men allows women to be more secure in their accuracy of their assessment. If all men are just being themselves and are encouraged to be the person they truly are, this aids a woman in determining which man will best satisfy her hypergamy. So again, there you go. That is Just Be Yourself by Rollo Tomassi. So again, if you're interested in reading more, just look up The Rational Male. Let's continue.
Down up. Height. Yeah, no. 6'7". You're 6'7"? Yeah. Oh yeah.
6'7".
If you're not 6'7", don't try that shit. I'm not going. 6'7", don't try it. Okay.
6'7". That's ridiculous. Oh, so now I understand. This guy is just successful because he's tall. Is that the idea there? No, I guess height definitely is a factor when women are selecting. But if you're tall and you're the kind of guy that just bends over backwards for women, it's not going to happen, guys. I'm afraid.
So what's not considered a date then?
Date, like a lunch.
That's not a date? Why not?
Just friends with Ryan Reynolds. It's a date. It's not.
Quoting popular culture. Oh, now I understand how the hive mind works. It's literally exactly what pop culture tells them to think. Okay, all right. Anyway, ridiculous. But here's what they do, right? They say, So you as a guy, let's say you're a boyfriend, so you have a girlfriend, and you give her a rule: no going on dates with other men. She's like, it's not a date, we're just going to lunch. You see what I'm saying? But actually, she's advertising herself and actively meeting up one-on-one with a guy. That is a date. You see, she's giving him an opportunity to sleep with her or to seduce her. So that's why the rule needs to be no male friends, because otherwise we get into territory like this. All right, let's continue.
Not considered a date.
So it has to be at night?
Yeah.
Lunch is the one meal you have by yourself no matter what, so it's not a date.
That's like the express lane.
What?
Friend zone.
What is not considered a date if he doesn't pay for it? And I have to pay for myself.
Then it's like, no, bro.
What if y'all split the bill? Is that a date?
Hell no. I'll be like, see you later, fucker.
Right. So again, these girls say they're strong and independent, and that you know, they're boss babes and that they can pay their own way. But the second that you say you want to split the bill, the girls are gone. So it's equality when it suits me, but chivalry when it also suits me. It's having your cake and eating it too. That's 2022 in a nutshell.
We have problems.
What's not considered a date?
Netflix and chill.
Netflix and chill's not.
And look, you see the girl on the left? You see how she's looking like sort of down into the left? Yeah, she's going into her memories about Netflix and chill. You see what I'm saying, guys? Basically, all these girls have gone on Netflix and chill. You know, they slept with Chad on the first date. They've, you know, been taken to McDonald's or Denny's or whatever, and then you know, just been laid out, so to speak. Like, this is 2022. This is what's happening. So again, if you don't think it's happening, it doesn't matter. Like, reality is reality, and you can't avoid it.
Going over to his place and watching Netflix. Yeah, same. The person's house.
Literally, the girl said, yeah, same. So all these girls have been doing the same crap. Again, one could argue that because these girls are at the club, that of course, like, club girls are the kind of girls that are loose and they're going to be more likely to do this stuff. And I mean, that may be true. But to imply that only girls do this, right, is only the girls at clubs do this is ridiculous, right? This is why I recommend going on the first date and vetting the girl, because again, if you're looking to have a, you know, more than just a hookup, like let's say friends with benefits even, you want to know if the girl is seeing 20 other guys, right?
To chill. If they're telling me to come over to your place, that's a hookup. Going to
Literally.
someone's house is not a date. Not a first date, not a second date, maybe a third date.
I got nothing but time.
Just a straight hookup. Yeah, like just go to his house or something. Come over and watch a movie.
Literally, all these girls are saying the same shit. Like, there's a reason for that, guys. The reason is that they've all experienced it. That's why. So there you go. 2022 dating in a nutshell.
I got some wine. That's not a date.
I like a quick fuck.
If you call me at 2 a.m. to go, that's not a date.
Calling her at 2 a.m. Oh, by the way, if the girl sees you as Chad, she'll want to see you at any time of day or night. You could call her at 2 a.m. and she'll still want to see you and to sleep with you. She could even be asleep. You call her, she answers, she'll pick up, she'll be down to sleep with you then. That's actually a test you can use. If you don't believe that your girl genuinely desires you, you can just call her, let's say at 1 a.m., 2 a.m., and see, does she want to sleep with you? Like, does she want to, you know, hook up, so to speak? And this is even true if you're in a long-term relationship. Let's say you're in a long-term relationship not living with the girl. You can just call her at 2 a.m. and see. And if she's going to say no to that, it means she doesn't desire you genuinely. But she will if she genuinely desires you. And there's more. Girls that want to hook up with you, they're going to make it easy. Like, they'll drive through a thunderstorm to see you. They'll drive 2 hours to see you. They'll, they'll drop their other plans for you. They'll make it easy to meet up. All of that. That's how you know, guys. That's how you know. All right. Let's look at these fake Tinder profiles. So again, these ones are fake, but there's a lot to be learned even from the fake ones. This is Kate, who's 27. Did you ever meet someone when you can talk for hours and lose track of time? I'm not looking for a relationship or one night thing. She's telling on herself. She said both. I'm looking for a great person to enjoy an evening together. I love chocolate, coffee, books, long walks, and sincere conversations. Sincere is a red flag, by the way. It means that she's chosen a guy in the past who hasn't been sincere. That's, again, these girls tell on themselves in every message. But there's more. Notice how at 27 years old, she's not calling for Chad. Now she's calling for a genuine connection. She's looking for a great person to enjoy an evening together. Notice how it's framed differently. Now she's looking for safety. She's looking for security. She's looking for comfort. She's not looking for alpha seed anymore. She's looking for beta need. And notice the age. That's how you know. All right, let's continue with this train wreck of a video.
Just chilling and watching a movie, is that a date or not?
You gotta go somewhere. That's not a date.
If a guy tells you to come over and watch a movie, is that a date?
No. I'm okay with that, but like you're fucking around, that's not a date.
Going.
Also, by the way, if she's telling that to the interviewer, it means she wants that with the interviewer. That's the implication there, that she would be down for that. Also, if a girl openly admits to that kind of thing, I mean, you know, right? That's recreational use only, as they say on Fresh and Fit.
Into his house isn't a date?
No. That just shows his pure intention.
What if y'all watch a movie?
You know what that leads to.
Why is that not a date? I don't understand.
You need to like have a proper conversation, like.
I'm waiting for the punchline.
Movies at like.
You need to have a proper conversation. Like, again, the way that these girls are explaining it, it's like, this is what they say to like Beta Billy, right? To keep him on the hook, to keep him in the friend zone, right? They'll say like, oh no, you need to have a proper conversation. You need to treat her like a lady. You need to be friends first. You need to, you know, but the guys they actually hook up with, right? Like literally every single girl here is hooked up with a guy, right? Do you see what I'm saying? Every single girl has given it away to Chad for free. So which do you want to be? The loser that she uses for time, attention, resources, validation, or the guy who's actually sleeping with the girl? Like, there you go.
His house or like what? Is that
Outside.
out in the living room?
Throw me a frickin' bone here.
Why is that not a date?
You're not putting effort.
What is he paying for?
Paying for Netflix. Netflix costs $10.
His mom's Netflix. His mom's phone plan too.
Don't be hating.
This is how I see it. You should ask a girl to go on a date.
Okay.
You should not ask a girl to just come over. Like.
You should ask a girl to go on a date. You shouldn't just ask a girl to come over. But in her real life, in her past experiences, right? It's not like that. The guy just asks her to come over. The guy just asks her to his place. Like, it should be more built up. It should be, but it isn't, because that's actively not what you're choosing. So you choose the men that don't build it up, and then you tell men to build it up. You see what I'm saying? And the men that listen, you don't choose. So what message does that send? It sends the message that this is the truth. If you listen to this advice that women give, that you should build it up, that you should be friends first, that you should, you know, go on long $200 dinner dates, etc., then you will be naturally selected out. They're not choosing those guys for bedroom fun when they're young and attractive. So you know everything you need to know.
It should like be more built up, not like a guy being like, come over to my place, first time meeting. No.
So you never did that?
Oh!
I asked it immediately. She's like,
I have.
I'm sick
there you go. Enough said.
of playing games.
I think it's a date.
No, that's a pussy date.
Like when a guy asks you that, like you already know they're just trying to fuck anyway.
It's not true at all.
If you're trying to like impress a girl, then yeah, take her out to a nice spot. But if she a little home run, it don't matter, bro. It's all good.
If she a little home run, it doesn't matter. It's all good.
So you never went to a guy's house on the first date?
You don't start off there.
But have you ever did that?
Yes.
Like literally every single girl in the video, everyone that's asked, it's like more than 20, all of them say the same thing. They've all hooked up before. They've all chased Chad before. Like you cannot make this shit up, guys. This is 2022. This is reality. This is how it goes. And this is girls at the club, right? But I mean, how about the girls not at the club? I mean, like 80 to 90% of them are on Tinder, and they're doing the same thing. You think they're choosing Beta Billy off Tinder? No, they're choosing Chad. And then, but they tell guys that, no, we want this, and we want that, and we want that, and we want you to commit to us, and we want you to, you know, to take us out on nice dinners, and we want you to be nice, and we want you to invest, and we want you to la la la. And meanwhile, they're sleeping with Chad on the first date, going to his place right away. Like, there it is, guys, in black and white.
Pretty interesting. So you never had sex on the first date?
No.
Uh-huh. You said no. The lie detector test determined that was a lie. Look, both of them are laughing like hee hee hee.
Well, I'm not gonna admit to it.
Maybe, but I'm not going to admit to it. Right, because the girl knows that her reputation is on the line. Too bad you're on camera, you already admitted to it. There you go. Literally. So again, don't believe the girls when they tell you their end count. It's usually like around, the estimate you can do is about 3 times, right? So if they tell you it's 7, the end count is probably around 21. They haven't told you the guys that who they just, gave blowies to. She won't tell you like the number of guys that just slept with her once or like on the first date or without commitment or, she was so drunk she doesn't remember or whatever. Like, she won't tell you those ones. She'll only tell you like the official committed relationships or whatever. All right. So here we go. This is from Relationship Advice. I don't even know if we'll get through this whole thing, but we'll try. After years of bedroom fun coercion, I, 34 female, feel beaten down and unattracted to my partner, male 37. How can we get to a healthier place bedroom fun-wise? My partner and I have been together for 8 years. Somewhere along the way, the honeymoon phase ended and we started having less bedroom fun. But bedroom fun was still by no means infrequent, often every couple of days or at least once a week. He wanted it every day and expressed a need in a relationship for frequent bedroom fun acts related to his pleasure only. We had loads of arguments about this. Why shouldn't he be initiating more if he is the one with the insatiable appetite? Why can't it be about us having bedroom fun instead of me pleasuring him, me feeling controlled, objectified, etc.? It was so frequently talked about that I often ended up doing the acts, just feeling totally beaten down and giving in to help him. I've since explored my own relationship with people-pleasing and boundary setting. This is a big part of me giving in, not just being brutally honest every time. Note, there are many instances of saying no, but it would lead to further manipulative comments about his anxiety. And then after hours of talking, I'd end up just doing the thing. One day it just clicked that all of his little comments and needs were making me feel controlled, manipulated, and coerced into bedroom fun. This made me feel gross about our relationship, gross about how my relationship to bedroom fun was evolving, etc. It hadn't felt good for a long time, but neither of us could figure out why. Now that we know and he's trying actively not to coerce me into bedroom fun or talk that way about bedroom fun, I'm trying actively not to people please. How can we get back to a healthy bedroom fun place? Translation. I chose this guy and been having bedroom fun with him for 8 years. I'm bored now, and I want the frame of the relationship so I can control the now beta man in my eyes. How can I do it whilst, how can I have bedroom fun on my terms? I know for a fact that he feels awful about coercing and manipulating me. He wants to move forward, but can't figure out a good way to still express his desire without running the risk of making me feel like that. Again, like... Okay, I like bedroom fun a lot and miss when it did not have this almost I've been in other long-term relationships, but bedroom fun was never an issue like this. It was always mutual even after years and never felt like that. But other than the bedroom fun, which is a huge part of a relationship, all other aspects of a relationship are good. How can we get into a healthy place? So again, guys, like, you shouldn't have to like tell the girl what you want like every day or constantly. If you have to constantly tell the girl what you want, like, it's bad. Like, that's she should want to do the stuff for you. You shouldn't have to like tell her to do it or when, etc. That's the idea. I mean, what more needs to be said? Let's look at the top comment here. With 600 upvotes. I mean, not doing something bad anymore is only part of making amends. What he is doing to rebuild the trust he broke when he coerced you. Also remember that some things once broken can't ever be the same they were before. Sure, you can build something else from the pieces, but there's no guarantee it'll be good as strong as it was before. So the girl is telling the other girl to break up, basically. That's the implication. Alright, we're going to end the video there. Again, if you're new to the channel, liking the content, please hit the sub, hit all for notifications. If you would like to support me, I do have a I do have a Patreon with exclusive content. It's patreon.com/theheliosblog. Just go there and subscribe to any tier. Any level of support is appreciated. Again, guys, thank you for taking the time out of your busy day, especially if you took the time to listen to the end of the video. You guys are wonderful, and I will see you next time.